ridiculous.
Yeah. So that stuff that was on the news and stuff and on the internet saying that there was going to be protest by the occupiers for this guy over here. Now, is any of that true?
Yeah, we're definitely talking about going over there to protest, and it starts in about an hour.
Oh.
We'll be over there protesting. The thing is, you can't come in there with signs that are anti-him. Like they made it this rule. This is almost hearsay, but we're spreading around the valuable information so we know what's going to happen. So I trust the person that told me this, but at the same time, I didn't do a fact check.
Is it free to get in there?
That's another thing I've been told. It is free to go. There was another thing that was floating around to say that you had to be really well dressed or casually dressed.
Yeah.
But I don't know that that's really a stipulation.
Well, we're kind of casually dressed. I got my sweats on and a shirt, so I don't. That's about as much casual as I can get.
I don't see how they could discriminate against something because somebody's wearing something or another.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of ridiculous.
But I don't know if they'd let you take the mask on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to go in my backpack.
Okay.
I can slip it on when they... the thing is, they may not allow backpacks. They may not be able to go in there. But I can easily be one of the guys outside protesting and talking to people. I have no problem going over there and talking to those people. Just because we don't share the same values doesn't mean that we can't have a valuable conversation. It's something that I'm actually going to enjoy.
Because a lot of times they say, because a lot of stuff that we hear is that there's a lot of violence that goes on and stuff.
That's another thing. Some places... You'll see them right away, too. Just like with the police department. Pick any type of group of people that exist, and you can always point out the type of people that are going to be the aggressor in situations. You point out the guy that wants to smile while he's beating people in the billy club. The rest of them are, like, hesitant to do that. You know, people are saying, I don't really want to fight you guys. I want to swing a billy club at a person holding a sign that says peace. It doesn't make sense to me. You know, some of them are across the picket lines mentally, but have not yet done it physically.
So you think there's kind of like crazies on both sides?
Oh, yeah, definitely. If you and I were to start swinging billy clubs at each other, and we had ear-to-ear grins like some of these police officers, or even said some of the things they said, they would call us crazy. They would say, you guys are ridiculous. Look at your behavior. But the same rules don't apply to police officers. They're given like a ticket to ride. You know? There was a one time you were able to, if you were to assault a police officer, then you would get a very stiff sentence. But because of the situation that we're in, a lot of the people aren't even trying to assault police officers, even though that's happened. They're not being charged the same way. You know, like they understand that the things have been amped up by the violence, and the violence is the billy clubs and the pepper spray. And this is on a case-by-case basis. You know, they're not just lumping everybody into a group and say, okay, you know, it depends on what the person did, what the different situations. A lot of things will vary, including the person that's swinging down the hammer, judgment.
Yeah. So what do you think about the big banks?
We're helping out a lot of our friends that have been victims of the big banks. You know, they've had their houses illegally foreclosed on.
Is there people here like that right now?
Yeah. Our friend Bill, I wish he was here.
Which one's his?
Our friend, right over here. Our friend Bill is a small business owner. Well, I should use the correct form. Past tense, was a small business owner.
Oh.
He's been squashed by by competition. I'm not sure if he is one of the victims of foreclosure. But either way, we do have work groups. A lot of the action that happens, a lot of the work that's done is not here. This is strictly, like I said, to raise awareness and help out some of the people that have been disenfranchised.
Now, another thing there, too, is they say that the occupiers are supposed to be like a pro-Obama thing. Is that true, or is that untrue?
Totally varies. I have a friend that used to stay in this tent over here. His name's Kirk, Republican. Still for the cause. You know, maybe not everything that we're going to talk about that the cause has to do with, but at the same time, he still supports it because he does see eye to eye on income equality or just wealth distribution.
Oh, you know. So what's he doing here?
He gets involved with the different tasks that we need to do here. But these are just small tasks in the sense. It's necessary in order to keep the ship floating here. But at the same time, he also goes to the work group meetings where we're trying to help people have their homes foreclosed on. And they get kind of emotional. So at the same time, when you're having a discussion with these people, you got to understand that they've turned to everybody that they know how to. If there would be no quarrel if they had a family member that was well off, or the government was going to see to it that they had a place to stay instead of just being like all about the money. Like all they're going to do is turn around and sell it back to somebody else. They're robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Yep.
I've never had a single enemy in my entire life until this thing started.
Until politics started, or
it's to be expected. This is this is the subject we have, and the subjects, I should say, we have, are the same type of subjects that you have where people will pick up guns and start, battle zone up, between different countries, between different politicians. This stuff does happen. And the fact that we're able to keep it this civil here is an accomplishment.